All right, you guys, so hopefully everyone is situated by now. I do see a few computers on desk. Please put those away somewhere where it's not easily accessible. I will do a cell phone count in a moment, so if your cell phone's not in the cell block, please make sure it ends up there, okay? And while you guys are doing, at some point during one of the longer problems, I'll come around and do a uniform check. Excuse me. All right, example number 4. A community center hosts a fundraiser by selling 2 types of meal tickets, a basic meal ticket and a deluxe meal ticket. The basic meal ticket costs $6 and the deluxe meal ticket costs $10. In total, 135 tickets were sold and $1,050 was collected. How many of each type of ticket were sold? All right. 2 pieces of information. It says 135 tickets were sold and $1,050 were collected. For this problem, let's make X represent the basic ticket and Y represent the deluxe ticket. I will give a bonus point if someone can raise their hand and give me an equation to represent that $1,050 was collected. Yeah? Perfect. Great job. Yes. I'll give another bonus point if someone can raise their hand and give me an equation to represent 135 tickets were sold. Guessing's okay. Somebody else. Any guesses? Yeah. You got it. X plus Y equals 135. So if you think about this, this makes sense. X represents the number of basic tickets that were sold. Y represents the number of deluxe tickets that were sold. We're told that the total tickets is 135. So if you add the basic tickets plus the deluxe tickets, that's going to give you 135. Now we just need to figure out how many were X and how many were Y. And then we're also told that they made $1,050. Every basic ticket, they made $6. Every deluxe ticket, they made $10. So if you multiply $6 times the number of basic tickets, and then $10 times the number of deluxe tickets, that will give you the total number of the total amount of money made. Are there any questions on how we got the equation? I feel like for the word problems, this is the hardest step, translating all these words into something that we can solve. Are there any questions on how we got either of these equations? You guys are all good? You're fine? Okay, great. Okay, because we're learning elimination in this particular part, we're going to solve it by elimination. You can solve this by substitution. I'll give another bonus point. If we wanted to solve by substitution, what would we need to do first? Yes. So that would be elimination. But if we were doing substitution, your team got a bonus point. Anyone else? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Maria.
Sorry. You would like subtract either the Y or X. So
Yes.
We choose like Y.
Great job.
So it could be X equals 135 plus
Yes.
Y.
So,
Or minus.
guys, if we were solving by substitution, the first thing we would need to do is isolate a variable. Carmen, do you have your notes?
What?
Your notes. Can you take them out, please? Thank you. We would first need to isolate a variable. Right now, I don't have X equals anything. I don't have Y equals anything. So I would have to either subtract the X over or subtract the Y over to get X or Y all by itself. Then you would take that expression and plug it into the other equation. Does that make sense? Now, I'm going to solve this using elimination. We have another problem with elimination because neither of our coefficients match. Okay, so if I was to add or subtract, I'm not going to eliminate any of the variables. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply my second equation by 6. And when I do that, here's my first equation, rewritten. And my second equation, if I distribute the 6, I get 6x plus 6y. 135 times 6 is 810. And now, when I subtract vertically, I can eliminate the x. Does that make sense? You guys share. Yes. All right, so when I subtract vertically, 6x minus 6x is 0. 10y minus 6y is 4y. 1015 minus 810 is 240. You divide by 4, you get y equals 60. So, if we sold 60 deluxe tickets, and we had a total of 135 tickets, you can plug that back in, and you get 75 basic tickets. Am I moving through the notes too fast? Or is this pace okay? Yes. 810. 6 times 135. Yeah, I distributed the 6 to get the same coefficient. I'm trying to eliminate one of the variables. Yes. So I'm trying to eliminate one of the variables so that I can find the other one. All right. So the answer is 75 basic tickets, 60 deluxe tickets. It's a good idea with problems like this to label your variables at the very beginning, because it's a very common mistake to, at the end, switch your answers. Math Excel, as you guys already know, is really unforgiving when it comes to little mistakes like that. Okay. All right, are there any questions on this problem? Okay. Does anyone need a little bit more time to copy down? I see people writing, so I'll wait a little bit. All right. Can I turn the page? Does anyone need a little bit more time? I can at the end. I can at the end. That was when everyone was getting up and packing up early. So, at the end. All right. Hi, glad you can make it. Did you check in the office? Because I marked you absent. Perfect. Sure thing. All right, so I'm going to turn the page. Unless anyone needs more time, let me know. On the back of the page, you're given 3 problems, and you're asked to solve each of these problems 3 different ways. Graphing, substitution, and elimination. This is just kind of a review to make sure that you know how to solve all 3 ways. There's a couple different ways we could do this. We could do the problems like one at a time, and then you guys could hold up your boards. The only thing is, because it's procedural, you guys would have to actually show your work on the board so I could see that you solved it the correct way. We could also use the vertical whiteboards, and you could solve it all 3 ways at once, and I could give points that way. What would you guys like to do? So I want you guys to solve all the problems. I'm happy to do them one at a time, or we could use the vertical whiteboards and do 3 at a time. You like the first one? Because you want to stay seated? I got you. Is that how everyone feels? You'd rather do them one at a time? Yeah? Okay, let's do that. In that case, for this problem, this is where I'm going to do the uniform check. So starting now, no one leave or sign out. Please solve this linear system by graphing. And don't hold up your boards yet, just solve it. I'm going to come around and check uniforms, and then I'll check your answers at the end.
Please, it's really cold in school. I had purple lips whenever you had goosebumps all over my body. It's really cold in school. You can wear it all through sweatshirt. No, you can wear that over. So I have an infection.
Ladies, when you stand up, give your skirt a tuck. Sometimes when you first stand up, your skirt looks a lot shorter than it really is. Gosh, my computer's being so slow. All right, ladies, how is the graphing coming? How much more time do you guys need? 2 minutes, you got it.
But then when you take off the negative from the y, you divide it by like all this, and then this because it's like 2 minus it becomes positive. So it's x minus 2. So only a 2. You know, I'm not sure. Yeah. So like 2 up more. Mm-hmm. I think. So it's like this. Why? Why is this? Wait. I put the 2 and 3.
Yes. Good job. So you have to solve both. You're graphing both lines and looking for where they intersect. Yes. I'm sorry? Sure. Okay, this will be the last extension. You guys have 2 more minutes. Correct. Ladies, as always, once you get it right, oh, hold on. You guys answered. Switch your points upside. What points did they answer? Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. We're good. Because they had 2 bonus points. Makes sense. Okay, yeah. So you only have 1. Yeah. I'm confusing myself. Never mind.
Yeah, because this one's supposed to be like over here. Oh, okay, yeah. I just forgot to write it. That's why I was asking.
Yes. Please check in with your teammates. Make sure everyone's okay. It's difficult to tell. It doesn't look right, but it might just be that it was graphed a little bit off. I'm going to give it to you. They intersect a little bit lower. All right, ladies, last call for answers. Teams 1, 2, and 7. Yes. Teams 1 and 7. It's not right. One of them should have a negative slope and one of them should have a positive slope. We'll go over it. What do you guys think? All right, ladies, here is the answer. All right, so for the first equation, I'm going to subtract x from both sides. This gives me y equals negative x plus 4. My m is negative 1. My b is 4. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Now I have negative y equals negative x plus 2. Divide both sides by negative 1. Y equals x minus 2. M is 1. B is negative 2. When I graph these, I can, yes. So while you're copying it down, I will count cell phones. Jane, do you need to put 11.6 for the cell phone? Okay, yeah, I got you. Team 1, I only have like 2 cell phones. There's some people who can make my new. Where's yours? Is this one? Oh, that's yours. What? Is this one yours? Okay, how about this one? Looks like some of the dividers keep falling out. Okay, so we have these 4. Team 2, between the two of you, between both teams, I only have 5 phones, and there's 8 of you. Oh, you're team 4. Some of the dividers. That's team 3. Alright, so now I'm just missing 2. It's your team 5, yes. Alright, if anyone needs to move their phones to the correct team, please do so. If a phone is missing, I'm going to deduct a team point for each phone that's missing. Either fill out the clipboard or put a phone in there. Your team 6.
This is team 8. That says 3.
Yeah, we don't have a team 8 at all.
I thought that said 3.
Guys, the dividers are kind of on the side because people don't put them back in when they fall out. Guys, put in the dividers. Put in the dividers. Do you guys need help putting in the dividers?
I don't know.
The dividers are here. And if the dividers fall out, it would be nice if you guys put them back in. Alright, team 1 is missing a cell phone, team 2 is missing a cell phone. Are these 2 phones team 3 or team 4? This is team 3? Is this team 3 or team 4?
Oh, that's team 4.
Okay. I'm going to put a divider in. Okay. Team 3, I'm missing a cell phone. Yes, I'm missing a cell phone. Team 4, I have an extra cell phone. Is it possible that someone from team 4, someone from team 3 put in team 4? I'm not going to be able to memorize everyone's phones. Team 5, we're good. Team 6, we're good. Team 7, I have an extra cell phone. Because you filled out the form, right? Okay, so I have an extra cell phone in team 7. Is it possible someone put their phone in team 7? By the way, you don't have to put your cell phone up here if you don't want to. Because you're a child. Did you put your cell phone here? No? No. You're good. You don't have to. Just for the count. So, okay. Well, there's an extra cell phone in team 7. I'm trying to avoid deducting a point for someone who put their cell phone up here. Okay, so team 1 is missing a phone. Team 2, you're good now. What? There's only 2 people, like one person filled out the clipboard, so there should only be 2 cell phones, but there's 3. That means someone from another team put their cell phone on the wrong team. And I don't want to deduct a point, but I don't know who it is. So that's why my aunt's like, hey, did anyone put it on the wrong team? Well, I don't want to spend any more time on this. So if you think so this is team, what team are we on? This is team 7. If you are not on that team, but you put your cell phone here, please come move it. Okay, so team 1 is missing a phone. Okay, just team 1. So just someone, you're going to have 4 people, right? So one person pressing a phone. All right, you guys, did everyone copy this down? Okay, when you're graphing this, the y-intercept is at 4, so I'm gonna plot a point at y equals 4 right here. Then I'm gonna go down 1 over 1. That's my first line. This y-intercept is negative 2, right here. I'm gonna go up 1 over 1. Here's my second line. Now, when you're graphing by hand, sometimes it's hard to tell exactly where they intersect. If you graph it on a calculator, it's a little easier to tell that it intersects at 3, 1. Otherwise, graph it as best you can. When you graph it on Math Excel, you'll also be able to see a little more clearly. But they do intersect at 3, 1. All right, does everyone feel like they can solve this like substitution? Okay, please solve this using substitution. And again, when you hold up your board, you guys already know the answer. You know the answer is 3, 1. So when you hold up your board, please make sure it shows your work. Okay, so Bella's phone I know is there. You said which phone is yours? Go on, show me. Which phone is yours? Which phone is yours? Okay, maybe these captions just put it back. No, after all that, you were deliberately hiding it. Put in there. Yes, good job. As always, once you get it right, please check in with your teammates, ask each other questions, help each other out. Yes, good job. You're on a roll. Yes. What? It should be the same as the other answers, yes. Okay. You guys, please stop talking over. Talk to your team. Work on the problem. I'd like you to work on this problem. And I'm going to give you an infraction because that's yours, right? Put that away. The last time you forgot, I let it go. Yes.
Yeah, but it has to be like variables are like on the X. Can you guys take it from there? Wait, so like why did you change it? It already looked up. I changed it. Oh,
That one very sorry. Sorry, so I'll be right there. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, ladies, I'm going to give you guys 90 seconds, and then we're going to go over this.
No, it's not. I always say like
Yes.
Is there a way that you can send me to theory Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday? It's because I don't know how to do
You have to sign up. You have to learn then.
Okay.
Like, you got to learn how to use the tech tools. It's on Schoology. You just click on the link and type your name. I only have tutoring Tuesdays and Thursdays.
No. For the teacher of other teacher.
Okay, that I don't know how to sign up for.
Oh, okay.
So, you need to ask. Yeah. Yes. All right, teams 2, 5, and 7. Just waiting for teams 2, 5, and 7. You guys can pivot your table this way if you want. I mean, usually the crisscross is supposed to be facing the TV. All right, let's go over this. Yes? Right, because the answer is 3-1. All right, so I chose to solve for x. You might have chosen to solve for y, and that's perfectly fine. When you solve for x, you're going to want to add y to both sides. X equals 2 plus y. I took this and I plugged it in for x here. 2 plus y equals 4. Combine like terms. Y plus y is 2y. I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. 2y equals 2. Divide by 2, and y equals 1. So basically, you want to isolate one of your variables. Solve for one of your variables. Take that expression and plug it into the other equation. And in doing so, you are going to eliminate one of your variables, and that makes it possible to solve for like a number answer. Now that we have a numerical answer, you can plug it into either equation. I chose to plug it in for this one. So I plugged 1 in here. 2 plus 1 is 3. So my answer, once again, is 3, 1. Does anyone need me to go back up to the top? I'll leave this up here for a bit. Once you're done copying, please solve this by elimination. Well done. I chose to add when I did this, but that subtracting also works. So you solved it by substitution. Can you solve it by elimination? This is where you either add or subtract vertically. That's x, and then you just got to solve for y. So solving for y is very similar to substitution. You plug it in, all that. Yes? Yes, I can. I'm sorry? Yeah. Yeah, you could just do it on a different whiteboard or just add it in. You added. Got it. Okay, perfect. Yes. You guys are doing great. This is okay because both you guys have answered. Well, also, if you guys have answered, then clearly you're done. All right, I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes. Do you guys need help? Yes, good job. You guys are doing great. If anyone is really stuck, hold me over. Yes. If anyone is really stuck, please call me over. Yes, and then plug it in, solve for y. All right, I'm going to give you guys 90 seconds. And then we'll go over this. Yes. Great job. I need the word. We already know the answer is 3-1. Yes. Yes. Need help?
I know. I'm going to. I swear I am. I'm gonna make a shirt that says I heart Jake. It's gonna have like the NYC cartoon. You know, like I heart Jake. It's gonna be I heart Jake. I heart Jake. I'm gonna have your like doxing number. In case one of you Jake Adams like one is kind of house address. Oh, that's where I'll do that.
No, it's my soccer jacket, because this is a jacket, it has my last name and my number on the back. It's 47.
Team 7, you were so close. You got it?
Somebody thought it was 6, 7,
You guys answered. They're like super close. I'm kind of delayed going over it.
I have a goat bite right here. That's my 17.
Why are you counting your boat bag?
Because I had so many, I was like, how many can I actually have?
1, 2.
And then what's y? You have to plug it back in and solve for y. It only takes a step. You know x plus y is 4. Okay, can you solve it really quick? Because we do need to go over it. It's only one step. Just plug it in. X plus y is 4. Replace the x with 3. Right?
Oh, no, I remember it was that one during church. It was
All right, ladies, everyone got it? Great job. Here's the answer. Okay, some of you guys chose to subtract. I chose to add. In this case, it actually doesn't matter. If you add vertically, x plus x is 2x. Y plus negative y is 0. 4 plus 2 is 6. Divide both sides by 2. You get x equals 3. Plug that into either equation. I chose the first one. 3 plus y equals 4. Subtract 3. Y equals 1. And so we get 3, 1 once again. All right. Looking around, many of you have already done the whole second row. If you have done that, you're awesome. I want to ask, I know also some people are kind of struggling with this. Would we like to continue doing these one at a time? I'm okay with that. Then let's do this. When you're ready, please solve the graphing for no solution. Tell me, if it's no solution, what should you get as a graph? Parallel lines. I'll give a bonus point for that. You should get parallel lines. So those aren't parallel. That's right. So when you have your answer, please hold up your board. Yes. Okay, one sec.
Just start at 2.
All right, ladies, I'm going to give you guys 2 more minutes, and then we will go over this. Yes. All right, teams 2, 5, and 7. Anyone have an answer? 2, 5, and 7? Yes. Teams 5 and 7. I'm sorry, teams 2 and 5, I mean. Are you close? Yes. Yeah. Team 5, you guys close? Yes. I can just come and let Okay, let's go over this. All right, here is the answer. See if I can do this without giving away other things. All right, so put these in slope-intercept form. For the first one, I started by subtracting 2x from both sides. This gave me y equals negative 2x plus 5. So m is negative 2 and b is 5. For this one, I subtracted 4x from both sides. Hey, Mia, wait for Carmen to come back. I don't want you guys both out at the same time. So for this one, subtract 4x from both sides. We've got 2y equals negative 4x plus 12. Divide both sides by 2. Y equals negative 2x plus 6. So they intersect here. Go down 2 over 1. Can you put the pass back? So, parallel lines, the answer is no solution. Any questions? All right, whenever you're ready, please solve this via substitution. You should eliminate both variables and get something that's not true. Okay, so show all your work. The answer, again, is no solution. When you have your answer, please hold up your board. always, once you get it right, please check in with your teammates. Make sure everyone at your table understands. Ask each other questions. Help each other out. Maria, you need something? Maria, you need something?
No.
Yes. Did you solve for a variable? All right, ladies, I'm going to give you guys 90 seconds, and then we'll go over this. Yeah, you guys got it. Yeah. There's a tissue box right there if you just want to take it with you. Yes. Yeah, go ahead. Yes, good job. Tell Carmen to come back immediately. Okay. If you see her, yeah. Yes. All right, ladies, let's go over this. Here is the answer. All right, so first thing you guys want to do is isolate your variables. So I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. Y equals 5 minus 2x. Take this, plug it into the other equation. Very important that you guys remember to plug this into the other equation. By the way, Team 4, you guys are welcome to pivot if you want so that Jane's not doing this every time. It's up to you. The crisscross is supposed to be pointing to the TV, but the desks always get messed up. If you would like to pivot the desk, you can. All right. Okay. All right, so plug that in, distribute the 2. 4x minus 4x is 0, so we end up with 10 equals 12. 10 does not equal 12, so the answer is no solution. Any questions? All right, when you're ready, please solve elimination. Elimination should be pretty quick. Yes.
Great job.
All right, everyone hold your questions for a minute. All right, anyone come up with answers while I was out? I'm going to give you guys 90 seconds, and then we'll go over this. Teams 1, 2, 4, 5. Sorry, 1, 2, 4, 6, and 7. Did everyone just giggle at 6, 7? I don't understand.
She did. She did. Only
Whatever. I can't keep up with all the new words. It's gonna be. I feel like in another month it's gonna be seen as lame. Like something new will be the new thing. Does anyone else have an answer? You know the answer is no solution. I'm just looking for the work, and this one is really quick. You're just subtracting. You have to multiply the first equation, then you subtract. You guys are already on the next one? Yes. All right, ladies, here is the answer. I apologize that I can't give you more time, but there's only about 10 minutes left in class. Oh. Sorry about that. Okay, so, ladies, this is how I chose to solve it. I multiplied the first equation by 2. This gave me 4x plus 2y equals 10. Then I wrote my second equation. The reason you have to multiply the first equation by 2 is because the coefficients don't match up initially. Okay? You don't have the same x coefficient, you don't have the same y coefficient. By multiplying by 2, now I actually have the same coefficient in both variables. So when I subtract, I get 0 equals negative 2, which is not true. Are there any questions? All right, ladies, because of time, I'm just going to go over the last 3, okay? Because I want to protect your guys' study day next class. Those of you who already did it, you're awesome. Well done. Yes?
Did you already assign a 5C?
There's no 5C in the chart. There's only 2 sections.
Okay.
Yeah, I wrote 5C accidentally.
Yeah.
Alessia caught it.
When are we getting like our test back?
I passed it back earlier, but you weren't here. I'm on it. Thanks for reminding me. Okay, does anyone need more time with this box? Okay. Let's talk about infinitely many solutions. Okay, ladies. You graph all of these the exact same way. Okay? You put it in slope-intercept form, find B, find M, and then graph it. In this case, you're going to get the same M and B for both of them. Both of them have an M of negative 1/2 and a B of 3, which means when you graph it, they are the exact same line. If you get 2 of the same line, can you guys stop? What are you guys doing? Thanks. Well, if you get 2 of the same line, the answer is infinitely many solutions. And then when it comes to substitution and also elimination, if you eliminate both variables, or whichever variable you're solving for, and you end up with a true statement, the way that I did it, I ended up with 12 equals 12, infinitely many. I'll pause here before I go on to elimination. Yes. Thank you. Where's my pen? Infinity. All right, can I move it to here? Is that okay? Anyone still copying graphing? Okay. All right. More time for graphing, anyone? Let me go. All right. So for elimination, once again, I'm going to multiply my first equation by 2. That'll give me 2x plus 4y equals 12. My other equation is 2x plus 4y equals 12. So when I subtract, I get 0 equals 0. 0 does, in fact, equal 0. So my answer is infinitely many solutions. So we've learned 3 methods of solving linear systems, and there's 3 possible types of answers you might get. Are there any questions on any of these things? The same as the study guide. I forget exactly. Sorry? Is it 10? I don't know. I made all the study guides in the summer. I don't remember. But you can use calculators. All right. Once you're done copying, you're welcome to grab your cell phone. You can take your stuff out, and you have the last 6 minutes to chill. Yes.
The number 1 test.
Okay.
Last.
Yeah, those tests. That's on my to-do list today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry.
So those will be passed back next class.
Making sure I do it like.
No, you're good. You're good.